Hi Capricorn, welcome to How Love Tarot. This is your weekly reading. I've already pulled your tarot. I'm going to be looking at your present energy, your strength, your challenge, your outcome, and I've already pulled kind of some overall energy that's sitting in the background here that's affecting you this week. Now, as and when that energy becomes relevant, I'll bring it into the reading. But starting off, Capricorn, in your present energy, there is definitely some type of balancing act that you are dealing with. Here we have the Two of Coins and the Five of Wands. And it shows here in your energy that, you should be in a situation that is joyful and provides a lot of happiness. But I feel that that is not the situation. I feel like something stood still. I feel as if there is both internal and external conflict about a situation. And it feels as if, you just kind of want to move on. It doesn't feel like you want to be engaged in this conflict. It feels like, you kind of achieved a lot of self-mastery in a difficult situation. And so in doing so, you're kind of just like, let's just move on from this. But whatever situation you're dealing with is providing a lot of conflict. So that's sitting in your present energy. In the strength position, we have strength. And we have the Ace of Swords, both in the upright position. And we have the High Priestess. Spirit, do you want to bring forward here for Capricorn what's going on? Why are these cards in the strength position? Tell me more specifically about the strength card right here. Can you tell me more about what will help Capricorn through this situation? What is it they need to know? Most certainly, Capricorn, you are having to keep a watchful eye out. You're very vulnerable in this situation, but it seems as if your vulnerability or showing your vulnerability is very, very important in the situation that you're in. There is a level of persuasion that's going on and command that's going on in your energy. So I don't feel like you're running away with your emotions. I feel like you're very much in the observer mode. I feel that you are, now I don't know why this is relevant, but either way it's coming out. You're very attractive, right? So you're coming across as very attractive, very composed, very in control, but inwardly what I see from you is a lot of taming of your emotions and observing anything that you need to be protected from. I see you also, even though whatever the situation warrants, they believe that you are completely exposed and vulnerable. I see that you are not, I see that you do have protection. It's in a way that other people or whatever the situation is cannot see it, but you've got it there. You are definitely ready to go. In the strength position also, we have the Ace of Swords, which is right here. And in the Ace of Swords, in the strength position, I gotta say, it feels like you're watching your words very, very carefully. It feels as if you want a new beginning, but it's really, really important that you communicate what it is that you're trying to accomplish in a very precise manner. And I do feel like you have a lot of history with that. I do feel like you have a lot of mastery with that. And I do feel like what you're doing is bringing in your own, I feel like you're checking in with yourself on a spiritual level. I feel like for some of you, maybe that you're praying, for some of you, maybe asking for guidance. But on the whole, it feels here in your energy that you are very insightful about this situation. You're remaining hidden. Your true feelings, what you truly want to say is being tempered. And you better temper it, because from what I can see, what you're dealing with, there's whatever or whoever you're dealing with feels like they have a lot of power and control over you. And maybe at some point they did. Maybe this situation has left you kind of surprised and shocked that you are in the situation that you're in, and this person or this situation put you in a very, very kind of locked environment that you can't really get out of that easy. It's kind of like you're free, but you're not free. You can go, but you can't go. And it's, you know, and because of that, there's this, you know, that it almost feels like there's a lack of means. And for some of you, that's financial. For some of you, it has to do with jobs. For some of you, it just kind of has to do with whatever it is that you're dealing with. This is not the time, but you sure are planning something. You are planning something big. I can feel it in your strength energy. Nothing impulsive, which I like, right? Because when you're dealing with something that is challenging, you don't want to be impulsive, because then all you're doing is reacting to a situation as opposed to responding to it. So what we have here in the challenge is we have the Seven of Wands and we have the Ace of Cups. So whoever or whatever you're dealing with is extremely defensive. And I feel like they're offering this kind of honeymoon period, like, oh, let me give you the world, and let me give you this, and let me give you that, and we can start again, and it's going to be so amazing. But this person, when you try and talk to them, they're extremely defensive. I don't feel like they take any type of responsibility. They're an idiot, Capricorn. I mean, excuse me if I've offended you, especially if this is like the love of your life or something, and you have great respect for them. But I don't know, right now they're acting like an idiot, whoever this is. They're not taking responsibility and ownership. They feel extremely entitled. What is wrong with them, Capricorn? What is wrong with them? Anyway, you're taking your power back, and I feel like you're playing the long game. Now, the difficulty is being inauthentic in front of them. So the challenge is, you know, if you try and speak your truth, they're so defensive and they project a lot of rubbish onto you. They turn your words around. They take one thing and manipulate it and make it into a mountain. And then they kind of in the same breath offer you this, you know, like, wealth is what it feels like. You know, I'm going to take care of you. I'm the one that's going to, you know, make it happen for you, right? There's a lot of empty promises coming from this situation. They're so full of it. And the challenge is that you've got to remain in the situation. You got to buy your time. You've got to deal with what you're dealing with, because now is not the time to go. So that's very challenging, because you got to keep your head down. And here they are, just, you know, wanting to talk or wanting to communicate and act like everything's okay, and they're working with you. But in all reality, they're doing the opposite. They have their own agenda, and yes, you're a part of the agenda, but you're not. It's not they don't genuinely care about you. They care about what you can do for them, and there's a difference. There's a big difference. Oh, Capricorn, what are you dealing with? But let's take a look at the outcome, as at least the outcome's positive. So here we have the 10, I mean, not the 10, but we have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the 5 of Cups. We have the 6 of Swords, all in the upright position. And we have the King of Coins. So Spirit, do you want to bring forward the outcome and advice, if you have it, for Capricorn? Now, Capricorn, as I'm blending with the spirit world to kind of get a little bit more detail about perhaps what would be the best way to go about this strategically, let me say one thing. This is a tarot reading, and if you resonate with this reading, you shouldn't be following the advice of a tarot reading. Trust yourself always. This is just meant to validate what you're feeling, and it's for entertainment purposes only. I say that because I see you walking away. I see you walking away from this situation. It may not be this minute, but something has pushed you over the edge and you're like, enough. And I feel here that in the Wheel of Fortune, it's like, you know what? I don't need you. I don't, and I feel like you're getting a lot of, like I feel like when you reach out to get advice, whoever that may be, the one or two people that you trust, they say, oh, stick it out. And because they're kind of a slave to that type of situation for some of you anyway. But what you're planning to do is just completely break away. You're like, this is so unfulfilling and it's taking everything out of me. I'm not happy. Screw this. I am not happy. I'm speaking for you, Capricorn. That's what you're saying in your head. But here in the Six of Swords, it shows you leaving. We have you making the decision mentally of, you know what, this is not rewarding. And then we have the kind of like the strength that you need to make your way out of this covertly. And so here we have in the Six of Swords, I do feel like there's going to be an assistance of some sort. I do feel like you're going to move into I feel, this is going to be such a challenge in a way, Capricorn, because you got to trust that what you're, because whatever this is, you might be walking away from a lot of promised money or a lot of inheritance or big business or something like that. And you're going into the unknown. And so you have to trust yourself. And this is where I see the Strength card and the High Priestess, where you're trusting your intuition, you're checking in on yourself, and you're like, I might have come from this big thing here that is a monster and is supposed to provide me all of my needs and get all my needs met and is supposed to be really happy and all of that. But you know what? I'm not feeling one damn bit of it. In fact, I feel stressed out. I feel over exerted. I feel unappreciated, and I'm fed up. I'm sick of this. And so you have the capability of creating your own path here. It's just, what's going to happen. It's like the straw that breaks the camel's back, and you're just going to be like, you know what? See you later. But you're not, like I said, you're not going to do it impulsively. You're going to do it strategically. And once you do that, I do feel, because here we have the Wheel of Fortune. That's the belief that you have in yourself. And I love that for you, Capricorn, because if you don't have belief, you have nothing. Those of you that right now can't resonate, that you believe that there is a better future for you, believe it. Right? Because if you're making this decision, you can't do it out of fear. You have got to believe in yourself that you can create something better than what you're in right now. And I do see here in the King of Coins that you're going to save your money. I feel like you're going to save your resources. You're going to start to harness your resources in a way that I feel like you have found money, found resources, found friends, found love, found everything to get you through this situation. Now, you're not going to be an open book and tell everybody, hey, this is what's going on, because I feel like you got some people that really care about you, that are not on the same page as you, that don't feel like you should do this. But this is your life. You're living it. And they're not living with this stress. They're not living feeling underappreciated and controlled and lied to, and everything that comes out of your mouth is distorted. Whoever this is, Capricorn, I feel like they're gaslighting you. If you don't know what that means, gaslighting has become a dating term, but it's really a psychological term. I'm a doctor, and gaslighting is basically emotional abuse. Like, right, when you take something and you manipulate it and you make the, I don't know, let's say somebody yells at you, and gaslighting is that person then turning around and saying things like, well, you made me yell at you, and you're this and this and this. That's what gaslighting is. They kind of make you feel a little bit cray. And those people are very abusive, very emotionally abusive. And you know what? As a doctor, I say, get the hell away. You have a life to live that includes happiness, joy, and fulfillment of your own soul's path. You do not need anybody to provide you shade. You need to be in the sun. So Capricorn, I feel a lot of strength in your energy. I feel like eventually you will be successful at this. I feel like it's going to be stressful. I'm not going to lie, but I feel like you got what it takes to be in this King of Coins energy. And I do feel like once you move away from this situation, there will be a lot of relief, because what you will have is freedom. You will have new beginnings. You will have applied wisdom. You will have direction. You will be able to look at all your opportunities and say good riddance to whatever the hell this is that's holding you back right now. So I do see a good outcome for you. And you know, if you're interested in your other readings, please check out your monthly reading that's coming up in the drop down menu, your other weekly readings. Also, please check out your 2022 reading that's in the drop down menu right here. And thank you for everybody that's liked, subscribed, and shared the video. But Capricorn, once again, let me tell you, this person is creating chaos deliberately. You know, they've been put in a situation where they're overextended in some way and you're their doormat. And I feel like this person does this to everybody in their life. Now, you see me focusing on a person now because the energy is coming out so strong. So for those of you that can take it as a situation, take it as a situation. But now I'm getting very specific for a few Capricorns out there. And I really do feel that this person has just really is not ethical, not authentic, doesn't mind walking on people, you know, feels like, you know, when you challenge them about a promise that they've made, that you're creating conflict. They don't see it that they have not fulfilled their word. So this person really does gaslight. And anybody that does, get out of the way. They're just a train wreck. And if it's somebody that is close to you, like mother, father, brother, sister, child, adult child, you're going to have to handle that with tender hooks. You're going to have to really think about the direction you go in with that person. But the person is toxic. If they're under the age of 18 and you happen to be their parent, you know, you're going to probably have to seek professional help. But if it's somebody else, like a family member, I'm getting that really strongly for some of you. If it's a family member, then, you know, put your boundaries down and do what you need to do. And if it's a lover, get a new one. And if it's a boss, get a new one. All right, eventually. But Capricorn, you're going to be okay. This is a bit rough. I'm sorry that you're going through this, but you're going to get through it. You are going to get through this, Capricorn. All right, you take care, and I will speak to you soon.